Peace. So I'm making this particular video to elaborate on the post I made about if people are still out here selling drugs, out here pimping on people, or pimping on women who look like your mother, your daughter, your sister. If you're out here talking about killing people, you're a special kind of stupid. And the spell needs to be broke, because it is a spell. And people comment, a few people commented, and they said some things, and I understand their perspective on certain things. Most of us are black, at least people on my timeline. But if you're black, you understand growing up in a certain community, or in the community of black people, or living in a house with your parents, or anything in that matter where if somebody's trying to get your attention, please, can I, hey, listen, hey, excuse me, this type of stuff is going on, excuse me, hey, could you stop that, hey, can you stop that? A lot of the time, that kind and nice things that you try to do is not very effective. You tend to get rant over, and people tend not to respect you, and they tend to consider you a pushover. People respect, I wouldn't even say respect, but their attention is their attention is grabbed more when you cuss at them, or I wouldn't even say disrespectful. It could be seen as an insult, but you gather their attention easier when you speak fuck, shit, ass, motherfucker, cocksucker. If you do something insulting, it's unfortunate that we live in this type of in this stage of time where people have to be insulted, so, or to get their attention. So for people, you know, I understand people talking about uplifting and inspirational, and certain people that did do certain things. Well, you don't know who did what at what time and what people did behind closed doors. All you know is the information that people say in front of you. One of the brothers said certain people don't insult certain people, and that's a lie, because a lot of black leaders have insulted other people who haven't followed them, or or other things. You may not necessarily have everything they said on camera, but people we've always insulted, have gone back and forth amongst each other to get attention, to try to get people to understand how we feel. And it's not to say that insulting is good, but like I said 30 seconds ago, sometimes you only can get a person's attention, or express how you feel in certain words. And some people can only feel certain things, and that's just because of the condition and what happened to us over time. So we can't be sitting here kissing ass. We can't be sitting over here backpedaling and trying to make people feel good, because I understand people got to do certain things to survive, and there's other ways to survive. But I ain't sold no damn drugs to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. And I don't ever feel like I should ever have to do that. I ain't never pimped no woman to do anything, and I don't feel like I should ever have to do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if I gotta fucking go out here and work a job that I don't really want to do, I would much rather do that than do some other shit. Now, that's just my perspective. That's how I feel. And if you feel that you have to sell something, there's so many other things in this world that you can sell, because when you buy any type of drug, you gotta buy a certain amount so you can get it. So with that same $300, $200 investment in whatever the fuck you do, you can invest that in something else and flip that back and forth. But do people have that drive? Most people don't have that drive, because drug money and prostitution money is fast and it's easy, but that shit is dangerous, because ain't no motherfucking pension, ain't no health care, ain't no nothing. Once that shit is over and you get caught up and they send your ass to jail, it's a wrap. So I understand people's perspectives. I wish I could be more compassionate at times when I speak about certain things. I wish I could be more caring and positive, but that's not me. I didn't grow up in a positive home. I grew up in an abusive house. I grew up having to fight all the fucking time. I didn't have no motherfucking body sitting here talking to me nice and treating me. I have no mother in the house. So the way I talk because that's how I grew up. Maybe somebody on my timeline, or maybe somebody I meet down the line, probably could educate me and teach me how to be at peace with myself and learn how to react a certain type of way. But this is who I am, and I don't try to attack on what other people necessarily do, but I understand people are the way they are. So you got tree huggers, but I ain't finna sit there and say that's not effective. Hey, that's what you're gonna do, you do that. I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna do how I do. This is how I react. It may not be the best for everybody, but it's me. And I'm not being fake, I'm being who I am in real life and on Facebook. So most of you motherfuckers can't even do that shit. So people talking about what I have to say, that's cool. If you don't like what I say, go ahead and remove me. That's easier than to sit here and have a problem with what I say and try to go back and forth with me, because at the end of the day, I want a better future for all black people. I want success for all black people here in America and around the world. And it's going to take a certain type of way to do it. Yeah, one of the brothers that I was having a conversation with said Harriet Tubman couldn't save all those people because they knew they were slaves. Then she could have saved more. And that's true. You can't make people be a certain type of way. You can't change how they feel, but that doesn't change the fact that that information still have to be put out there. Because I remember growing up and going to a group home and all these other things. And I ran into 5%ers, I ran into Muslims, I ran into Masons, and I was a teenager. And none of these brothers, these black men that were in these high positions, took the time out to educate or drop any knowledge on any of the brothers who were in the group. I mean, it wasn't like it was a white supervisor there. These was black men that was in the house with all these children. So ain't nobody gave me no handouts. The only person that's ever helped me was my wife, you know, or helped me the most. I have other people that's done things that help me. Genuinely, I don't have to speak on every individual, and the people who have done things for me, they know who they are. They know who they are. But ain't nobody just, you know, talking about, can you provide? There needs to be alternatives to be provided for people to get out of drugs and out of selling, pimping women, and out of doing all these negative things. If I could do it, I would. I ain't in no financial position to provide 1,000 or 10,000 jobs to anybody. If I was, I would do it. If I had the money, I would do it. But I don't have it. All I have is words and how I feel. And I know that ain't enough. But being that that's all I have right now, I have to broadcast the message, because there's not enough information being spread. If Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and all our great leaders in the past had this same technology with the phone, how much more information would we have learned? How much more would we have gained? How much more information could have been spread? How much more archives could we have? Because we only know what only a certain amount of what they have. They didn't have the opportunity that we have to pick up our phones and go sit anywhere and just record and express how they feel and possibly educate. And sometimes some of these videos are useless, but you get to see something different other than the shit that's on the TV all day long, painting these negative images, not even talking about nothing similar to this, more so speaking on consistent bullshit to keep you in that spell that we received during slavery. So if you got a problem with what I say, I understand that. But, you know, you can disagree with me in my inbox, but I'm not going to sit here and keep going back and forth with people about certain things. It's not that difficult. You know what I'm saying? I understand other people's perspective. Everybody's different. But I'm not interested in arguing with you on a post. If you want to have a conversation, we can get on the phone and talk. Because it's better to have a conversation on the phone than over there be texting on some Facebook. It's better to have a video conference or a person express how they feel in the video. So that's why I'm making this video, because I don't got time to be sitting here typing all goddamn day, long ass paragraphs about shit. It don't even got no damn, it don't even make no sense to be having to do all that. So I respect all black people. I respect everything. I understand the circumstances and how people have to do certain things, but I don't feel like it's an excuse. I don't feel like that's a good enough reason. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, people got to do better than what they're doing. You can do better. And, you know what I'm saying, we can't be just doing shit just to feel good or to get by, or it's just enough. The time for that has passed. If there's going to be any real change, if there's going to be anything, people are going to have to step up, and they're going to have to be able to accept criticism, be able to accept to be talked to any kind of way. Because these people that enslaved us, they beat us upside our head, they raped our women, they fed our babies to alligators, they raped our men, they made our men fight and kill each other. They did so much disrespectful shit to us, and ain't nobody had nothing to say then. But now all of a sudden people have a problem with calling people special kind of stupid, or calling you a nigga, or saying certain things like that. Like, if you don't stop with that shit, where you niggas was at when niggas was getting hung and Mike Brown's getting murdered in the street? Like, you're insulted by the words that I say. I ain't out here, my words have no power over nobody, over nothing. So if you're really offended by what I say, just remove me, delete me, block me, so you'll never have to see me again. Because most of the people half of y'all I ain't never even seen in real life.